longer for you. Welcome back to my channel. So today actually we have kind of a lot that I want to go through, get done, talking about some goals for this year, what I'm hoping to accomplish, sort of what you can expect a little bit like from my videos, and hopefully we'll be able to actually do all that. You know, we've got budgets and things too, so I'll do my best to follow through with what I'm saying in terms of goals. But I also have a lot of stuff that I still need to do today. Like, I gotta put down, like, you know how we took down Christmas together? Well, let me just show you. All of Christmas, excuse the mess, by the way, I'm going through a lot of things, you know, decluttering. All of Christmas is still sitting here, you know, there's some here, right there. Going and stopping by the thrift store because I actually have a purchase, like a not purchase regret. Like I wanted to purchase something and I did not because, you know, I was like, whatever I was thinking, I don't even know. And with the storm happening like almost immediately after that, I'm like hoping that I might get lucky and nobody went and nobody got that picture. It was a picture frame. I'll put like a little snippet of it on here so you can see it if you don't follow me on Instagram or wherever, or well, I think I posted on YouTube anyway. Whatever, that picture frame, I super regret not getting. And so I'm like, maybe it'll still be there. We need to get rub and buff because I actually have a whole light kit situation so that we can put up a light because we still don't have a light over here. Okay, so I was thrifting. Whoop, don't look. I was thrifting and I found this one, this pretty little girl here. And I liked it because she's white, but like against my sweater, because it's more cream, it looks super white, but she's a little bit more, she leans a little off-white. So, and I'll do my best to show you too, but so I found this and I'm like, okay, I want to make this a pendant. And so I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked everywhere on Amazon, and I had like a specific kind of vibe I wanted. I was really loving all the brass detail during Christmas time and the warmth of it, just all of it I loved. And I really want to bring that element into the entry in this hallway. And I feel like the light fixture is a good place to do that too. And so I was looking for all these brass ones, all these ones that could look really great. And I found two that I was going to try out because I was like, well, let's also try matte black because I do like having matte black touches as well. I don't want that to be a huge prominent feature, but I do like the black, you know, just like ta-da, and it just helps, like, you know, more tying of everything that I have throughout the house also because I love black. So here's the first one I found. Let me open this one and show you one of the ones that I liked. This is the one I'm returning, and I'll tell you why. This is what it looks like. I will take it out of the bag here. I already tied it. Okay. So it is brass, okay, which I like. Don't like the rope. I really don't. And I chatted with my husband a bit. I'm like, do you think it would be easy to like take the rope off and recover the wires? And he's like, totally doable, but do you want to? You know, that kind of thing. So then I tried this piece over this and it did not fit. Like it just won't go on all the way, which is a bummer because obviously I don't want this lip like showing, and that helps hold it up. So when I was trying to look at the measurements online, that was really hard. It's like, no, everybody will tell you what this size is right here to see if it fits in it. but no one shows you how large, like, or what size like it would go around. I don't understand that. So this one's gonna be returned. I got this one too, which was a black version. This is adjustable. The actual piece here, it's all adjustable. And this fits on top. Let me show you, because this is kind of impeding here. Okay, see how there's like a small gap? But I don't think that would be noticeable, you know, at least for like a temporary fix, because I'm so particular sometimes that it will take me a really long time to find something I actually want to purchase for this spot. So here's my quick fix for just so we have a light over here, because it gets so dark over here at night and we really need a light up. Rub and buff, I'm gonna use rub and buff in antique gold and do that all over the fixture. Let it dry and then we'll hang it up. What do you guys think? If you know of any that are really nice, like kit things that are brass, please let me know. Send me the link or whatever, because I'd like to see. We have that to do. Okay, we need to put a light up. So another thing, I don't know if you've seen some of the little bits and snippets of this specific painting. Absolutely in love with it. I have been for years and have wanted to have it in the house, like have it hung up in the home, and I need to figure out a frame situation. So this is another reason why I've been looking for frames at the thrift store, but he's in a specific size that's sort of hard to find. I got him in it's a 918 by 13, and I can leave a link for him too if you love him and you want to get him printed or whatever. I'll make sure you have all the info if you like him just as much as I do and you want him in your house. If I go and I try to purchase a custom frame, a lot of the ones in this size are like, they're over $100, and that's not in my budget for a frame for one picture. So I think I might just have to make one. I'm going to show you him really fast. He is just, he's perfect. And I'm going to show you where I want to put him. Right here. So he's still in the plastic. I haven't taken him out yet because I don't want anything to happen to him. Like, he's a bit dark, but with the light over here, like, do you see what I'm saying? So I'm still playing with ideas on framing too. I think he's so cool and so like perfect. I'll take him out of this so you can see him a little bit better, and let me move you so you can actually see him a little more in light. So much brighter. I mean, the coloring is so perfect, and I don't know, he's just so like serious. But I wanted to show y'all the paper. I had it printed on like I looked at all the different paper types. I don't know if you can tell really well, but anyway, it looks so realistic, you know? Can you see that? I don't even know, but anyway, I love it and I'm so excited. I would just hang him like this for now, but I don't know. I really want to find a frame. He just needs a frame, a good one. And so I might make some. So that might be something that we tackle as well, if I can find the right stuff. Anyway, we got a lot of things to do, and I thought it'd be fun for you to kind of tackle some of this stuff with me on this video today. And then we could talk about some of my goals as well for upcoming videos. One being some wall treatment in here. I really feel like I'm loving the direction in which the entry and the hallway is going. I love that. However, it feels a little flat right now to me, and I want to stay true to what I like and what I gravitate towards also. And on that note, it's like when I did my design process video, I talk about in the very end, like the wabi sabi, all that stuff. I do like a lot of that style, And I do feel like there are elements that I can incorporate into our house within that style. But I don't want to tie myself to a specific style. I feel like that's not really who I am. I like so many things from so many different things, and I want to find a way to beautifully put them together. I'm just going to keep going with what feels good, and that's my goal, is like, okay, this looks good, feels good to me. I love this. Instead of trying to pinpoint and identify and get stuck in a box. I feel like that really traps my creativity quite a lot, because then I'm trying to figure out exactly what fits within whatever I've labeled, you know. I'm not going to do that. That's one of my goals too, is we're going to just continue to create instead of tying ourselves to specific things. So if you want to join me in that, definitely do. I highly encourage you. I feel like it's very freeing, and it leaves so much room to come up with something beautiful that maybe is new. And so I thought it would be fun to plan out a wall treatment. I really love wall treatment. I'm kind of like obsessed with them. I want to start doing it. Like, no more excuses. No more like, oh, can I do it? Can I not? How do I make it work? Or being afraid. We're just gonna go for it. I think I want to add beams for another warmth element up on the ceiling. My husband and I are gonna try to see if we can do that. I think he needs to get up in the attic, and I need to see like the supports and stuff that are in the ceiling, where they are, if we can space them out right, all the things. But I think that would be gorgeous, and I think it would be really cool if the spacing works out. If I'm able to take a beam and go straight through the hallway here, just have the one single beam continue over there, I think that would be kind of a cool detail, and it would give something visually to look up at the ceiling with. Another thing that I have plans for video content, and I don't know when this will happen or when I'm going to be able to do it, because I have to build up the power tools. I used to have things that I would be able to use to make this project happen, but I don't anymore. And so I have to build up my power tools again before I can really like tackle this project. This is the linen closet, and there's just a ton of doors here, which isn't the problem, but I feel like I can up it a little bit. I really love built-in linen closets, or, you know, linen cabinets. And I thought I could take the door off the frame, take this stuff off of here, and build an entire linen closet inside the hole in the wall, because, oh, excuse me, I also feel like there's a lot of wasted space in there that we can't really do much with, besides like putting things on shelves. But even still, it's like, it's hard to explain. And I just feel like there's so much more potential that we could, in functionality, that we could get out of this space. So I would like to have some drawers on the bottom. This bathroom here is not very large, and so it'd be nice to have like a little extra toilet paper in there. You know, yes, we'll have some in the room too, but a little extra toilet paper out here, whatever things, and then the kids' bedding and whatnot, towels and stuff. It can just be better. Also, look at this. Okay, so these are our shelves, right? First off, there's a lot of little space here and here. I feel like we could utilize a little bit more wide, you know. It's okay, baby. It's okay. And then, do you see how tall this is here? Now, I don't know how I would, design like a built-in for this, or, you know, if it would be just more pleasing to the eye to have it match everywhere. But here's my problem. The inside of the closet, look how tall that is. That is the same height as it is out here. I can't just stack a ton of crap up there, you know? And so I'm like, how can we use all that space up there still? That's so much space that's just sitting there. And I'm just trying to figure out, how would we make it interesting? How can we build something that looks nice and looks pretty over here? I'm playing with the idea of Should we stain, go with like a stain color, or do we color drench it also? And I don't want cabinets that have glass because I don't like to see in there. You know, especially if you have like what I have. Who wants to display their mixed matchy towels? You know what I'm saying? So I just think this could be better. And I think it could be a really cool design element. So I definitely want to know what you think. I definitely want to hear from y'all. You know, videos you want to see or whatever. Or even if you're like, Amber, this idea, share it with me because, you know, you never know. I am so excited to just continue to grow my skills and learn more and share that with you. And even the mess ups, I'm gonna share all of it. So I hope that, you know, that sounds exciting to you. Another to-do that we're gonna have to do is, that I just need to get done. So do you remember when I showed you some of the mistakes that I had made where I wet sanded some of this? Do you see all that? It's not smooth. So I need to come back in, I need to get the joint compound, smooth a lot of that out, and then paint over the top. So we might tackle that too during this video. I feel like I've been talking a lot about my plans and we need to move on. Let's go see if we can get that frame and all those things. Let's go out. Returned. That basket's cute. Running our errands and we went to Goodwill and everything, and my battery ended up dying, so apologies for the amateur hour. I went in because I was looking for the picture frame, and I think I got really lucky, honestly, because of the bad weather happening right after we had went there the first time. They ended up still having the frame. Look at how pretty and detailed the frame is. I was so excited that they had it, and it was a purple tag. And another lucky thing is I get there and the purple tags were 30% off, so I found what I was looking for and it was a percentage off, which was crazy awesome, and that was insane, and I couldn't believe that because that never happens to me. rub and buff on. Good morning. Okay, so I got, as you saw, I got the rub and buff on there. Now, this was my first time actually doing a rub and buff, and so I hope that I did it right. I mean, I just like follow the directions, but you know, I know that some spots kind of, you know, did this thing, like, do you see what I'm talking about? And so I'm not sure if I should do another coat. I feel like it's okay, and that it just kind of adds to that worn down look or something. So we're gonna go ahead and put this light up, and then we're gonna work on the joint compound for the walls. I'm gonna turn the power off.
It feels a million miles away, but when I'm close to you, I pray that I'll never have to leave. There's nothing more in life I want than just to feel your beating heart and let you know that I am near. The sun is setting fast, I know, and I can feel you bid me go, but I don't wanna leave just yet. 'Cause I've got so much left to see, but I know freedom ain't that free if I ain't got you by my side.
Okay, so actually I need to bring it down just a touch more.
My love,
It's really all the way in.
won't you come and walk with me?
I was sitting here like, I wish this piece was
Don't
longer.
stop,
So I'm gonna switch these out.
even in the middle of a dream. So turn the car around and leave. Meet me underneath the tree inside the valley that we made. And with our hands we'll make the best of the life that we have left, and we will never say goodbye. Oh, my love, won't you come and walk with me a while?
I want to show you what I figured out. So we were able to attach the metal bar here. And there's these tiny nuts right here. As like little spacers so that the bar will be down far enough. This tubey thing I did replace with the longer one that we actually already had from the other light kit. This piece should sit flush against the ceiling where the tubey thing comes out. I don't know the names of things. Then I can actually screw like this up there to it. This was a super pain in the A. Okay?
Inside the valley that we made. And with our hands we'll make the best of the life that we have left, and we will never say goodbye.
Woohoo! Light!
And if we do, we'll meet again, knowing love was heaven sent, and I've never felt this way.
Okay. Finally got the light. Obviously, it's temporary. This is not a permanent light. Well, like the kit, the actual light kit, the pendant kit, that's what's temporary. So we're gonna have to search until we find the correct one. And that's gonna take a while. Hello, baby. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to show you, the actual light a little bit. I'm not loving the rub and buff idea. You know how earlier I said that I would definitely share my mistakes with y'all? This may be one of them. Good morning. So I got that, light up last night, and I mean, it's okay. Like I said, it's kind of always been the plan to be temporary, the light kit, the shade, hopefully permanent. And so my husband and I were talking last night a little bit about it, and I think we're gonna try and look at, like, obviously thrift stores and stuff, but see what lights we can find secondhand first before we try to buy or purchase something else. And we're gonna like measure everything, make sure that it would actually fit over the shade and come down far enough over the shade and everything like that. And we're gonna try to hopefully find something that's real brass and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you really quick, and then I have to start some laundry, and then we can get started on the walls in here. So this is kind of what it looks like right now. I don't know if you can quite tell, like, it just looks, you know, cheap, which it was, let's be honest. But I think in terms of just having something and having a light, it's not too bad. You know, obviously I could probably touch up some of the rub and buff areas, and maybe I can watch a couple little tutorials or something like that, just to see if maybe I did something wrong, like when doing it. I don't know. But I think it looks better than the light that was there before, which I really hated. And I'd rather have something that looks a little better right now for the temporary. You know, I mean, inevitably, I would love to skip temporary things in the house. I don't want to have temporary crap just laying around, but sometimes you need that as a placeholder until you find what you want. And so I think that this is a better alternative for temporary than the other, and it looks nicer than the other light that I hated, because it's kind of like, I think it was like kind of boob lightish or something. But anyhow, let's get laundry started real fast, and then we'll tackle these walls. Okay, I look crazy, whatever. So goals for this year too. I want to finish the hallway this year, right? So let's just talk about more video content that I'll be sharing with you. Basically, we have an unfinished basement, which if you've watched my videos, I've talked about before. Plans for videos, I would like to take you guys down there and give you a little bit of a tour and kind of talk about our ideas that we have for renovating down there. I just want to talk to y'all about the kind of our goals, what our plans are for that route, for that space. And you know, obviously we have to work on figuring out how much it's going to cost, because we're going to do a lot of it ourselves actually. But I want to take you along that entire journey and, you know, talk about what we're designing and all that stuff. We're moving the older kids down there too, so they'll have their rooms, and you know, so there will be a lot that we're hoping that we can get some of it done, if not all of it done this year. That is a goal. Obviously that costs a lot of money, so it takes a lot of planning, but I want to take you down there. I want to give you a tour. We need to clean the basement up. We've had a couple of floods down there, which is a little scary and worrisome, but we've got to go through a lot of the things. We've got to, you know, it's kind of a mess down there, because when we cleaned up the last flood, a lot of the stuff that we had in just boxes and stuff, the boxes got ruined and everything's just laying everywhere. So we need to figure that out, do lots of donating, selling, blah, blah, blah. So I already kind of went on an entire spiel about the entryway. I would love to finish this area as well, like 100% if I can. And so that it will, you know, come in spurts, but you know, and probably sporadically throughout this year as we're doing the basement too, and then we're finding things for in here and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping to do an entire series for the basement, And along the way, I'm hoping that, you know, I can just share a little bit more about what we're doing, what's going on, maybe take you on some of the excursions, you know, finding stuff for everything behind the scenes as much as I can. I'm still getting used to, you know, filming in public, so, but I definitely want to provide that for you guys and hopefully build that linen closet feature that I would love in the hallway over here that I showed you guys. It's been a long time since I built anything really, because I think I told you, you know, I used to have like a lot of the tools that I would need during my previous marriage, but I didn't leave with those, and so I got to get all new stuff and build up our tools before I can really get started on a lot of that. I'll have to get back into the swing of things, of planning and actually building like furniture pieces and things like that. I've built things like shelves and headboards, and obviously none of that I have shared. That was all done years and years ago. I would love to get back into stuff like that, you know, and just keep developing those skills. I'll probably lean on my father a little bit here and there too, because he, you know, he does a lot of like woodworking and you know, it's just really smart in that area. So if I run into problems, I will probably be calling him and asking, what do I do here? Is my math right? You know, or whatever. And then that's an idea to share with you guys. You guys know too, if you've watched me for a little bit, that we have a toddler. She'll be 4 this year actually, but she's been living in our room with us since she was born, because we just don't have another bedroom right now to put her in. She has her own bed and everything, and we're still working on getting her to stay there in the nighttime, you know. It's been a little difficult, but I think it's a lot of it is because she shares a room with us too, you know, so she likes to sleep with us. But basically, we don't have another bedroom to put her in right now, so we have to work on the basement first to give the older 2 kids a bedroom. They need their own rooms downstairs before Willow can have her room up here. So, you know, it's just a lot of trying to plan what comes first and prioritizing. But, you know, depending on where we are, I'm hoping that even if Willow is still in our room, maybe there's a couple of things that we can get done in our primary bedroom. That would be fun, you know, just like paint or doing something fun and interesting in there that's different, so that my husband and I can at least start to have a space that's starting to feel like us, you know. Continuing to skim coat all of our walls is a huge thing. That's, you know, a huge undertaking on the walls that are already existing, and then I will be doing that. I will be finishing the drywall for the basement. It kind of costs similar pricing from what we were seeing, so we're wondering if maybe we should just hire out, but we're not going to let them like finish it out. I will do that because, as you know, I think I've explained too, like when I was skim coating, that in and of itself is like, it's the highest level that you can get your drywall finished, and it's the most expensive, of course. That's what I want, so I will do that. And by the time that I'm done up here with all of it, or however many spaces we get to in terms of skim coating, I should be an expert at that point. I went ahead and I got this silly little book that I jotted down some of our, like, my plans for 2024. So I already said the basement series, you know, that's a huge one. The entryway, getting it finished, and the hall over there, and there's just tiny things now, I think, that it might be a little while before we actually bring that series back. I don't think I have told you guys that I love gardening. I've done it for years and years. I'm not like a pro at it or anything, but I do have like pots and stuff that we plant a lot of our stuff in currently, because we have huge plans for our backyard as well. My husband and I are pretty big dreamers when it comes to our home. We have like huge plans when it comes to our house. We're huge cooks and lovers of food and wine, and we like to get together and do all that kind of stuff. And you know, when friends and things come over, we like to sort of pull out all the stops, you know. And so we have huge plans for our backyard, but in the meantime, I still love to garden and do all that stuff. So I would like to, if you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know what you think about me kind of sprinkling that sort of life stuff into the videos that I do as well. A lot of my seed starting, I actually start in January, and it's like, you know, mid-January right now. I think it's the 18th today. But that's a video that I would like to do, is, you know, show you guys how I start a lot of our seeds and where we keep them and everything, which is actually in the basement. I have like long grow light type of things, and anyway, I'd love to share that with you guys too. So let me know too what you guys would like to see. I feel like when we talk about home, when we talk about home design, or you know, how we live in our homes, that's such a huge, broad topic, because you can fit so many things within that. You know, your lifestyle in your home, what you love to do, and then of course the actual design element, what it looks like. But just, I feel like there's more to it. And so I like the thought of having that all-encompassing idea for my videos for you guys. Now, in terms of frequency for my videos, I'm still only committing right now because I'm comfortable. I will potentially in the future push myself to push a video out every week, but right now it's really working for me, and I want to get fully comfortable and consistent with doing the every other Tuesday videos. And then once I get better at that, then I may add additional every week videos, and I'll definitely let you know what that's gonna look like too. You know, I think something that isn't quite talked about with YouTube videos or channels in general when you start them out, I mean, I'm sure there's some people that start out with a budget, with money that they're able to contribute to their content, and I am not one of those people. I have a very tight budget. I can only do so much, and so my timing of videos is pretty crucial so that I can get from month to month within that budget and still be able to provide you guys with something on here other than just me talking, which I love to talk. So if you haven't gathered that already, or you don't like that about videos, well, I might not be the YouTuber for you. Another thing, I want my channel to be so much more, you know, like me. I eventually, maybe I would like to get to more of the super polished and well put together and thought out videos, which I hope to continue to grow in that, and just get better over time, obviously. But I love sharing, so I really enjoy that. And so like behind the scenes, like my thought processes and why I'm picking certain things, or what I'm liking, what I'm not liking, the mistakes made, I feel like all those are such a huge, important part that maybe not a lot of people share. And I think that that's something that I definitely can and want to share. So, you know, if you like that super honest, I suppose, candid, very like whatever for, you know, content, then that's my goal. And I just want to build that community of like, it's totally cool if you tried to skim coat your walls and you messed it up a little bit, because you can fix it. Mistakes are how we grow, right? How we learn. I guess ultimately my point with that is, if it feels very vlog style to you and you're like, that's not what I want, that's sort of what I like. I really love just like super being in it with people, you know. So that's mostly the vibe I feel like my channel will continue to be. hopefully I get just technically better as well, like with shots, with lighting quality, with all of it. I hope to get better and, you know, and learn as I go, because it's definitely a learning process, but you know, I'm really enjoying it. So